So you're probably wondering, what the hell is Fantasy Crypto? Well, you came to the right place, because I'm going to talk all about it right now, right here. Alright, here it is, guys. The never been done before fantasy game. That is Fantasy Crypto. And I gotta tell you guys, it kicks some major ass. That's right, No Limit Coin has released the one-of-a-kind fantasy game which revolves around cryptocurrencies. Now, I'm gonna teach you all how to play this game, and I'll explain the game rules and all that as I go along. So let's get started. Well, first things first, you're gonna have to make an account at CryptoFantasySports.com if you haven't yet already. Now, feel free to use my affiliate link in the description box below. I would highly appreciate that. So as you can see, once you have made the account, we are now in the home page of the Fantasy Crypto game. And right off the top, you can see the top 5 performing coins. They are placed from 1st to 5th place. You can click on each one and see the stats for that coin for the last day or so. And then right next to it, you have the top 5 investors for the day. So depending on how you perform for the day, you could have a chance to end up here in the top 5 spots. It's a good way to show off and brag to your friends that you made it to the top 5 for the day. So it's a nice little feature that no one else has here. Now right below that, we have the contest list. I'll get deeper into this as we get into the contest tab. But for now, this is just the home page. And over here in this section, if you had any teams created, which I'm going to create one with you right now, they would be showing up right here, but I don't have any teams created, so that's why it's blank right now. So let's go ahead and get started with that. To create a team, you come up here to the My Teams tab and you click Create Team. Now the first thing it's going to ask you is to make a team name. So let's see. I'll just go ahead and call this team, I don't know, maybe this, and then a 2, maybe an F, a Y, and a B. I don't know what the hell that means, but fuck it, that'll work. Alright, so once you're done with your team name, you come here to this logo for your team. Now you have the option of a coin with the number 1 on it, number 2, number 3, number 4, or number 5. There really isn't a purpose for this. You could choose any coin you want. There's nothing in value from going from the number 1 to 5. So I'm just going to choose number 1. Why? Because here at the Fantasy Crypt, we're always number 1. So once you're done with that, you click Create Team. Now you're taken to this screen where you could actually choose your coins. Now, you can choose from the top 150 coins to draft in your lineup. And the way this works is you are given a salary cap of $100,000. Now, with this salary, you are allowed to choose 5 different coins. Now, every coin that you choose has a value of $20,000. So it doesn't matter what coin you choose, each one is worth $20,000. It's not like football or in basketball where every player has a different salary based on his skill or whatnot. Here, every coin is worth $20,000. So it's very simple. You don't have to be doing any adding any other type of formulas or anything. All you gotta know is that every coin is worth $20,000, and the only rule really is to choose 5 coins. So as you can see, I'm scrolling down the list. These are right off of CoinMarketCap. And that's all there is to it. Just choose your 5 coins based on your research. If you have no idea as far as to what coins to research, I have made some strategy videos. So go ahead and check those out for the 1-hour games or 4 and 8-hour games. The daily and weekly strategies are coming soon. For now, those videos will give you a better idea of what coins to pick if you have no idea as far as what you would choose. So for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna choose 5 coins right off the top of my head here. So let's go ahead and put Bitcoin. So you hit draft, and you can see down here you have this 5 slots where it shows you the coins you're drafting. So I just picked Bitcoin, and as you can see, it has a value of $20,000. So it doesn't really matter what coin you pick, it's going to be worth $20,000. Just keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and pick EOS, why not? And then I'll just come down here, and I'm just choosing coins out of my whatever looks good. I haven't done any research on this, so don't judge the picks right now. This is just for the sake of video. So I'll go ahead and put basic attention token, and let's do Salt, why not? And let's do another top coin. Let's do Cardano. Alright, so now as you can see, we have a list of 5 coins here. If you're happy with those picks, you feel comfortable with them, then up here you also have the symbols of the coins that you picked, and this pretty cool looking Lambo here. This Lambo will show up on every screen. It was a nice feature, kind of lets you know what you'll be able to purchase in the future once you start getting good at this game, if you know what I mean. So if you're happy with this lineup, you don't want to make any more changes, then you come up here to the top and you put save. So now as you can see, it takes you to the screen here where it shows you your completed team. And the total value of this whole team is worth $100,000. That's your portfolio of 5 coins, which are worth $20,000 each. So now that we have a team made, there's only one thing left to do. Let's put this team in a contest. So you come to the contest tab, and let's go to the lobby. Now that you're here in the lobby, you're going to see a huge list of matches that you could join. You have everything from tournaments to head-to-heads, and they range from small buy-ins to medium-sized buy-ins, huge buy-ins, high-stakes buy-ins. I mean, they have it all. So whatever you might be looking for that day, they're more than likely going to have it. We also got double ups and triple ups. You could do them weekly style, hourly style. It doesn't really matter. You have so many options. Now, if you don't feel comfortable playing for real money, you could come right here and play for free. Check it out, 0 buy-ins. You just create a team of 5 coins and come plug it into the free games and test it out. See if you can get to a winning position, or you can test it out, see if you're doing good or doing bad. If you start doing good in the free games, then you might start moving on to the real cash game. So it's a good way to start here on the free ones if you want. Now if you want to do some private games with some friends or whatever, you could come here to the private tab and create some games. Now right here are the hourly games, which are my personal favorite. As you can see, you have high stake hourly matches. This is a 4-hour game for 20,000 NLC2. So if you're a big baller, you could come play here for hourly matches, 20,000 NLC. Now if you don't want to play for that much, you could play for as little as a 2 NLC buy-in. As you can see, there's 2 NLC, 10 NLC, 5 NLC, and it goes up to 100, 1,000, 20,000. Pretty soon they're gonna start having a lot more different buy-ins. So I mean, you got it all. You got small stake buy-ins, you got high stakes, you got everything here. And then we got your daily matches, weekly matches, and then over here on this tab, my contest is once you have joined your team on plenty of contests, you can come to this tab and it'll show you all the list of the contests that you are currently in. So now we go back to the main tab, and let's find the match to jump in. Let's try this free one here. So as you can see, it's a 0 buy-in, which has a payout of 1,000 NLC. If you want to know what the payout scale is, you could come up here to this tab which says payout, and it'll explain all that to you. As you can see, first place gets 20% of that, which is 200 NLC for a zero buy-in game, which is not bad. Second place gets 100, third place gets 50, and then 40, 30, 30, 30, 20, 20, 20. As you can see, it goes down. And it pays all the way down to the 51st spot. 51. Alright, so let's go ahead and join that. There's currently 488 teams in this 1,000 team match. So let's go ahead and enter this. As you can see, the match is going to start in 16 hours and 39 minutes and 50 seconds. So we hit enter. And then it takes you to this screen where it's going to tell you to enter your team. If you have multiple teams, then you got to choose the proper team that you have. So right now we only have one to choose from. We're going to choose the one we just made here. And if you want to make any last minute changes or whatever, you could always come here to edit team and make those changes. But if not, you just come over here to this tab where it says enter contest. Hit enter. And bam, you successfully added your team to this contest. So that's it. Now you just gotta wait those 16 hours for the match to start. And you got your start date here, which is May 6, 2018, and the starting time. The end date will be May 13 of 2018 at 3:59. You got the prize money explained here, the number of registered teams and allowed teams. And if you go down here, you can see the list of all the players that are currently in right now. So as you can see, there's a lot of people playing. You got a lot of competition, but it's nice if you make it to the top 50. So okay, we just plugged in our team. We're ready to go. So now how does this work? Well, once the match starts, basically you want to think of this as a portfolio. For example, if you're familiar with Blockfolio, you know, you have your coins set up there and then it just automatically updates them, all the stats and the price and all that for you, and it lets you know how much your investments are worth for the day, if you're going up, if you're going down. Well, think of it kind of like the same thing here. This is your little 5-coin portfolio, which is worth $100,000. When the match starts, everybody's portfolio is going to be worth $100,000. Now, as the game progresses, those coins that you picked, it's going to start going with the charts at that point. So this coins that you picked start going down, your $100,000 portfolio is going to start dropping. You're going to start seeing it go down to 99,000, 95,000, 90,000, 85. If that's the case, you picked some real bad coins, especially if you're in a bull market. So knowing what coins to pick is a very good thing to know. So that's why I'm saying I got a lot of strategy videos out there if you want to know what coins to pick and how to pick them and all that. But if you're doing good, you're going to see your $100,000 portfolio start going up in price. So it's going to go from 100,000 to 103,000, 105,000, 110, 140, 150. And the goal of all this is to have the highest portfolio out of everyone else. So your portfolio must be worth more than everyone else's in order for you to win first place. So obviously at the end of the match, right then and there, whatever your portfolio was worth, that's where it's gonna clock out and end. It's gonna freeze that price, and then it's gonna take that price for everyone else, and you're gonna compare it to everyone else, and that's how the positions are gonna be placed. That's how you'll know if you're first, second, third, fourth, or 100th, or 500th, or whatever. So as the game is going, you're gonna see yourself going up and down all over the place, but the moment that timer hits 0 at the end, wherever you locked in at, that's where your price is going to be locked in, and that's how much your portfolio is going to be worth. So the goal of this game is to try and have your portfolio be worth as much as possible by the end of that game. So you have different time frames. You could do 1-hour games, 4-hour games, 8-hour games. You could do 24-hour games, which are the day games, the daily games. Or you could do week-long matches where it goes on for a whole week. So obviously each one has a different strategy. The hourly games are a bit more riskier. They require a lot more deeper research, while the daily and weeklies are more news based, I think, and also require some good strategy and whatnot. So knowing what's going on in the market, and with all this coins and news and all that, really does help. So this is a real fun game to play. You don't have to be a professional chart reader, professional day trader. Obviously, if you are, you might have an advantage here in this game, but I have found it that you don't really have to be a pro in this. You could find simple strategies by just finding simple patterns and just knowing minimal things, and you'll see you'll end up doing okay. You're not going to be losing all the time. It does get addicting after a while, so just gonna try it out. Do the low stake games just to try it out, get familiar with them. Do the free ones preferably, and then as you start getting the hang of it and start getting better, then slowly start going up into the higher buy-in ones. Don't start with the high buy-in ones when you've never played this before, because you're more than likely gonna start losing the first few matches until you get the hang of this. It does take a while, so just take it slowly. Start out slow with the small buy-ins, kind of get the hang for it, get the feel for it, and then slowly start working your way up, and you'll start becoming a profitable player over time. So I think that pretty much covers everything. That's the way this game works. If you have any other further questions or whatever, let me know in the comments below, and I'll try and help you out. Other than that, this is the quick review of the new fantasy crypto game on No Limit Fantasy Sports, and it's a real fun one. So come try it out and join me in matches, and let's go to war. Fantasy Crypt, logging out.